Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Vanessa Paloma Bajarnik. Here's a quick look at the top trending international news stories making headlines today. In ISL, if you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. U.S. Soccer says journalist Grant Wahl died in Qatar while covering the World Cup. A witness said he collapsed in the press area while reporting on the match between Argentina and Netherlands. Last week, Wahl announced on his podcast that he wasn't feeling well. He believed he had bronchitis. No one has announced a possible cause of death. U.S. Soccer says it is heartbroken to learn of Wahl's passing. His wife posted a statement on Twitter saying she is in complete shock. In November, Wahl made headlines when he said he was detained and denied entrance to a stadium at the World Cup because he wore a rainbow t-shirt in support of the LGBTQ community. He said he was released a few minutes later and received an apology from FIFA. It was a dramatic week in Peru. On Wednesday, President Pedro Castillo was arrested and impeached by lawmakers. He tried to quickly dissolve Congress temporarily and install an emergency government before he was impeached. He was arrested and faces charges of rebellion against the state. Vice President Dina Boluarte is now the country's new president. She is the country's first female president. She is also the country's sixth president in less than 5 years. Authorities in Germany arrested 22 suspected members and 3 suspected supporters of a terrorist organization called Right Citizens Movement. Officials say they were planning to overthrow the German government. The German Federal Prosecutor's Office said about 50 people were suspected to have been part of the group. Officials say the group's members believe in various conspiracy theories, including theories spread by the group QAnon. The prosecutor's office said the raids are continuing and are directed against 27 more suspects. In October, 158 people died in Seoul, South Korea, after tens of thousands of people became trapped and crushed in a Halloween street party. The tragedy was one of the worst disasters in South Korea's history. Investigators say 2 senior police officers have now been arrested for ordering the destruction of evidence related to the case. The evidence was an internal report about the risk associated with the large crowds gathering for the Halloween festivities. Time magazine has named its 2022 Person of the Year. It is Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. The magazine praised Zelensky's unwavering leadership during the Russian invasion. For his decision to stay in Kyiv when the bombs started falling. For his reassuring words during daily speeches to his country's citizens. And for his efforts to rally worldwide support for the Ukrainian people. Time magazine says Zelensky has proven that courage can be just as contagious as fear. And he has reminded the world of the fragility of democracy and of peace. South Koreans are about to get a year or 2 younger because of a new law. The new law will standardize how age is calculated. Right now, it is common for South Koreans to have 3 ages: an international age, a Korean age, and a calendar age. But starting in June 2023, all official documents must use the international age, which is the number of years since a person was born, starting at 0. However, in informal settings, people may still use their Korean age, which could be a year or 2 younger than the international age. In the Korean age system, babies are considered a year old on the day they're born, and a year is added every January 1st. The world's oldest land animal, named Jonathan, is getting a series of commemorative stamps to mark its 190th birthday. Officials on the South Atlantic island of St. Helena made the stamps for the giant tortoise. Jonathan is also the face of St. Helena's 5-pence coin. According to Guinness World Records, Jonathan is the oldest Chelonian to ever live. He is believed to have been born around 1832. He is blind and has no sense of smell. His hearing is great, and apparently so is his sexual drive. Despite his age, his caretakers say he still likes to mate with other tortoises. Sign1News will be broadcasting international news updates in ISL every Sunday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.